Wowzers, 16 months. That's longer than my last relationship. Maki. That's a serve, that's a serve, that's a serve.
Oh my goodness. Hi, chat. Hi. How are you guys? Hello. Hi, everybody. I missed you. Hello. How have you guys been? Oh my goodness. Hi, everybody. It's been a while.
God, has it actually been 11 months now? You know what that means. Only 1 month. 1 month till a certain Kaiju's birthday.
It's 1 month till my birthday! It is! You're right! I didn't realize that you subbed on my birthday! Holy shit, dude! Thank you! Hi guys, I missed you all so much. Oh my gosh, how are you all? It's been a while. How long has it been? Over a week. Over a week. I was gonna say, yeah, like definitely over a week, and even before then, it was hit or miss in the first place. A Jacob raid on your birthday last year? Holy shit, dude, that's crazy. That's insane. Wait, are you telling me that I've known Jacob for an entire year at this point? That's wild. That right there is wild. Hi guys, I am feeling a lot better. Yeah. So I'm sure as you guys know, we lost Kitty last week. She went over the sweet rainbow. What I don't know what do they fucking call it when pets die? The fucking to the farm upstate. Yeah, bro, we took her out back and we put her down. You know, she went to the farm out in the country. Don't worry, kids. She's just living a nice life out on the farm. Don't worry about it, guys. Viceroy! Hi, sweetheart. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, guys. Sorry, you're coming in on me talking about my cat fucking dying. So, that's great for everybody. Yeah. I haven't streamed in like a whole week because Kitty passed away last week. Yeah. You know, and it's hard because it's like you never think that your pet's gonna go, right? Like you're always like, oh, they're gonna live forever. they're fucking gonna live forever, right? Like, my pet will outlive me. They're gonna be here pissing on my floor, throwing up hairballs on my rug, and smothering me till the end of time. But something inside me knew that she was fucking 20 years old. She was 20, chat. She lived well past her time. Yeah. Like, objectively speaking, she should have died a really long time ago, and she just kept trucking, and she just kept peeing on my floor and throwing up on my blanket and living. And I was like, you know what? This cat's gonna be one of those like cats that lives till like 30, because I was delusional. Very clearly she did not live till 30, but you know. Yeah, so Kitty was almost legally old enough to drink. I'm Canadian, so she was well past being legally old enough to drink. She could drink, she could vote, she could drive a car. That's a lot of stuff for a kitty. Also, I wanted to say thank you guys again so much for the hype train. I really appreciate it. Let me go through. Last Hope, thank you so much for the 6-month sub. Skyfire, thank you so much for the 16 months, not 6, 16. Skyfire, thank you for the 14 months, dude. Cat, thank you for the 23 months. That's almost 2 years, Cat. That's almost 2 years, dude. That's so long. Strider, thank you for the 11 months. Skyfire, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. Ashen Pale, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Funky, 20 months. Holy shit, dude, 20 months. Damn, bro. Gosh, thank you guys. Also, if you guys are not following Viceroy, Viceroy is...
Love you, Maki. I'm glad to see you're doing a little better.
Thank you. I'm so sorry about your dog, Grey Jedi. I really am. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard when you have to say goodbye to your fuzzy babies. It really is. And I think the hardest part for me, like, we knew she was sick. Like, I had known she was sick for well over a year. I was looking through pictures, and it was actually like a year ago on the dot that I thought she was gonna fucking die. And I was like, oh God, it's time, here we go, oh no. And I took her to the vet, and they were like, yeah, she's got kidney disease. Here's special cat food. Here's special stuff to take care of her. And so I was like, oh, okay, we've got more time. And I brought her home with her new special food, and she was perfectly fine for like an entire year. You guys saw literally like last week. I want to say it was last week on Monday. Yeah, like last week on Monday, she was literally like, or was it Saturday? Where she was like climbing up into my lap, and we like flopped her on the table with the hand cam, and I was giving her all the belly scritches and patting her on stream. Where she was just like, she flopped like the week before that. Yeah, like we literally had her on the stream like not too long ago, where she just was flopping around on the table, and I was giving her all of the little scritchies and like giving her all the pets because she was being a silly goofy girl and like noisy and playful and running around and doing all sorts of funny cat things. And a couple of weeks before that, she went swimming. Yeah, she fell. I have a pool. And literally a couple of weeks before that, she fell into the pool and went for a swim because she was like hanging out there, and the dog knocked her into the pool. And she went swimming. And she came out of the pool on her own looking like a drowned rat, just like soaked away. And I was like, oh, kitty, oh no. But yeah, she, I don't know what happened. The vet said that like maybe she had like a UTI, Because Mama Kaiju came out to visit. Also, hi Rand, how are you? Hello, hello. Mama Kaiju came out for a visit. And normally when I have, you know, Kibby, like, she's an old lady, and if she's napping, like, I won't bother her. I'll just let her nap all day, and, like, I'll leave her alone. But when Mama Kaiju came over, I was like, oh, Mama Kaiju's here. Kitty, come say hi to Grandma. Like, you have to wake up, you have to come play. And she just wasn't looking good. Like, she seemed really confused, and like she didn't really seem like she knew all of what was going on, really. And like she didn't look okay. And so I was like, all right, like we're gonna take you to the vet. We're gonna get you looked at. Hopefully they can just like, maybe she's dehydrated, maybe she's got like a UTI, something. We'll get her checked out. And like get her some fluids and some meds, and we're gonna take her home, and she's gonna be just fine because she's Kitty. She wouldn't not be fine, and she was completely blind. And I guess they'd like something had happened over the weekend where she just like lost all of her vision and was like very much so, like she had arthritis and the kidney disease and everything, and she was very much so like in pain. And thankfully it wasn't for very long. Like she had only been in pain for maybe like 2 days. Because it went from being like, you know, her being cuddly and snuggly to those last 2 days where like she did not want to be patted and she didn't want to be cuddled. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, and it was just, thankfully, just... Thank you for gifting a sub, Lionheart. I really do appreciate it. And, yeah, it was kind of that moment where the doctor was kind of like, yeah, like, she is very old, and I think it's just time. And, like, I didn't want to, like, take her back home and let her pass in peace, like, at home, because she was in so much pain. So, like, I wound up making the decision to, like, that was it. We weren't gonna take her home. And, like, thankfully she was, like, really, really good and really social and happy and comfortable up until those last few days. And I didn't want to, like, stress her out or anything by making her more uncomfortable by, like, taking her home while she's still in pain, you know? Your girl you lost last year was really reclusive for the last week. It's hard to see. Yeah, that was the biggest thing. I didn't want to see her in pain like that. So, I get to pick her up from the vet. I decided to it's fucking expensive. Can we talk about how fucking expensive pets are and the vet is? Because I was like, yes, I would like Kitty's ashes back. And they're like, all right, tap here. $1,000. $1,000 later. I'm like, yes, please. I would like my kitty back. Jesus. And I was like looking at my cat, and I'm like, God, you really just had to get like one more in on me on my wallet, didn't you? Literally just like one more deep cut into my fucking pocketbook. Is that a solid gold urn that shits more gold? Dude, I didn't even get to pick an urn. I don't even know if I'm getting an urn. Memers would still be with me if not for his $7,500 bet bills. Ah, dude. Yeah, ashes mean cremation. Yeah, so I chose to have her cremated. Her ashes are gonna get returned to me. They said on Wednesday or Thursday this week. So I'm gonna go pick those up later this week and bring her back home. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. I keep like, I'm obviously gonna get a box to put them in, right? Like I'm gonna keep them somewhere in a nice box. But I've also been like considering like what I want to do with them. And like, can we talk for a second about how fucking creepy and macabre some of the things on Etsy for what you do with the ashes of your loved ones are, because man, did they make me uncomfortable looking through them. All of my targeted advertisement for the past week while browsing to figure out like, oh, what should I do with my ashes of my cat? And they're like, what if we created a like replica stuffed animal version of your cat that looks uncannily like your cat in an uncomfortable and weird way, and then you put the ashes inside of it so you could snuggle your cat's ashes with like a weird purse version of your cat. Yeah. Arkamal, thank you so much for the 17 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. We lost our Torty in 2023. We think she broke her spine, and the vet said it would be $10,000. There's a 50-50 chance it would work. That's a hard thing too. It's such a hard call. And like, it's one thing, like, if you have pet insurance. Because if you have pet insurance, then, like, fuck it, we ball. I got pet insurance, motherfucker. Kitty did not have pet insurance because it did not exist when she was little. And honestly, I feel like if I kept pet insurance on her, I would have paid way more money than $10,000 and not gotten that money back because she did not cost that much over the course of her 20-year fucking life. So... Your mom wants to be cremated and then cooked into a lasagna and fed to her enemies. That's weird. I am deeply uncomfortable with that. What's in chat if when I die you guys would like to eat me in lasagna? By the way, anyone who answers one, mods, please ban them. Please ban them. Thank you guys again so much for the hype train. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you guys for the hype train. You guys are awesome. Kitty, back in my day, we didn't have insurance. We had to go to the vet on foot, uphill both ways. It gets worse, Strider. Back in Kitty's day, they didn't have microchips. You know what we did instead of using microchips on my cat? What do you think, chat? What do you think we did instead of microchips? She had a tattoo in her ear. She had a tattoo inside her ear that corresponded to the local SPCA so they could call me if she got lost. Yeah. Yeah. And like the vet that I went to go see and the vet tech that I went to go see, they were in their 20s and they had never seen the tattoo before. It was their first time. They're like, whoa, tattoo on a cat. Am I saying I gave Kitty a serial number? I sure did. Yeah, she had a tattoo. Crazy. But yeah, on that cost though, there is a girl that there is a fundraiser she's doing. There's a girl I'm friends with. Her name's Crayon. She's another VTuber, and next week we're gonna be raiding into her because she's doing a fundraiser because her doggy also passed away. But unfortunately, she got left with $15,000 of vet bills, and he still passed, and like that. That fucking sucks, dude. Like, I feel really bad for laughing. That really fucking sucks. So, that's just rude. I know, isn't it? That's so fucking rude. So yeah, she's doing a fundraiser next to all you can do is laugh. Yeah, I know. Was this an emergency? Yeah, I know. So we're gonna raid into her next week during her donathon she's doing to raise funds for her vet bills that she racked up. So, I'm good. I don't need a fundraiser. I paid for Kitty out of my pocket. Thankfully, I had enough that I could swing paying for Kitty. It sucked because I also paid for my new I paid the deposit for my new live 2D rigging the same fucking week. Hi, Doling. How are you? Hello, hello. If I spend 15 grand on any of you and you turn around and die on me, then I'm not taking you home. Dude, I fucking agree. I'd be so mad. I would be so mad. Finally, we got him. Yay! We have a live 2D rigger. There are like a flexible deadline, so I don't know exactly when I'm gonna be getting it back because there's a couple of things that I requested that they've never done before, that this is gonna be their first time doing like a particular live 2D thing, but because of that, they're also pretty, like, as far as live 2D models go, they're pretty like reasonable in price. So, I got the deposit taken care of, and they said like the maximum like end thing that like the absolute latest that they're gonna finish it is October. Omari Shizuku, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Maki, also known as Kaiju Kanojo. How are you? How was your stream? Welcome in, everybody. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You heard Gundam? Yeah! Here, let me flip over. We've been just kind of yapping for a hot minute. We've been yapping for a hot minute. Let me switch. Oh my, Shizuku! Thank you so much. You're building your first Gundam. Heck yeah, dude! That's awesome. What were you building? What were you working on? Here we go. No way. I have the MGEX Freedom. What do you mean? No way. I have this right here. What were you building for your first Gundam? Did I see the cool motorcycle you got? No, I didn't. Did you post it in the Discord server? Working on the Lupus HG? Sheesh, the nails though. Aw, thanks, Bolty. I appreciate that. They look a million times better, don't they? The Barbatos Lupus Rex HG? Ooh, I like that kit. I will say, I am a sucker for a Gundam with a slutty little waist. However, the HG Barbatos Lupus Rex and the way that it translates into model kit form fucking sucks. I literally cannot for the life of me stop that stupid fucking kit from folding itself in half and literally trying to collapse in on itself. Motherfucking piece of shit. And not only that, its stupid hammer, the like the little thing on the hammer literally fucking snaps in half. Literally, like, every time you like, yeah, I'm gonna pose it, he's gonna look so cool. Yeah, the mace. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, the sword mace, yeah. I've had the plastic piece for the sword mace literally snap in half like 4 times, to the point that my Barbatos now no longer has a weapon. And I'm like, yep, I guess that's how you live now. Weaponless. That and the Addicts, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. But yes, we build Gundams here every single week. If you are interested in seeing some of the Gundams that I have built, here is my backlog. You can check out my Google spreadsheet of literally every single item that I have in backlog that I have completed, that I have been working on, that I have been doing. Hi, Kono. That sweater looks so comfy. Thank you. I need a new one because it's like 90 degrees and it's hot. Also, tomorrow we start watching Gundam. Yes! Starting tomorrow, every single week, we are having a Gundam movie night for the new series in the Discord server. We're gonna be watching it it airs on Tuesdays, right? We're watching it tomorrow because we have 2 episodes to go through. But we'll move it to whatever day the episode airs, and we're gonna be doing it every week, watching the new Gundam in the Discord server. So if you're not in the Discord server and you want to get cucked with me, we can get cucked together, guys. Speech not included. Thank you for the follow. Also, can we get a shout out for Kono, please? That would be appreciated. We're gonna go live on TikTok here in a second. Gundam build Strike Freedom MGEX. I wish I knew what category Gundam building is for like TikTok streaming. You lurking now? Thank you again so much for the raid. I really appreciate it, Omari. I hope you enjoyed building. And like, if you have any Gundam questions, like you can slide into my DMs anytime. I'm open. Let me autism out and talk to you about Gundams for a while, okay? Also, hi Chaotic. Can we get a shout out for Chaotic? Hi Autumn, how are you? Hang on. Chat. What about just chatting? Like chat and interview, I guess? Chat and interview. That's what we're doing. All right. Starting streaming. Cool. We are now live on TikTok, and we're doing some Gundam building on TikTok too. But now I need to open up the TikTok chat because last time I wasn't responding to anybody in TikTok because I had no idea that I was even live in the first place. I'm good. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm doing a lot better. Sweater looks comfy as fuck. It is comfy. It's a little toasty though. I'm not gonna lie. It is a little hot. A little too hot. Might see me in your DMs soon. All right, sick. You had to cancel last minute. Oh, I'm sorry you had to cancel. It happens though. Last minute cancellations are kind of like the pain in the game of streaming. The pain. Okay, let me get my shit. Last time we left off, we actually got a pretty significant amount of stuff done on this bad boy. Surprisingly. How do I have time to stream? Isn't it tax season? I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Tax season for me is finito. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Actually, we extend. That's why. Here we go. I'm muting this so I don't have to hear myself. We're gonna have a very short ad here in just a minute. So if you guys feel like hanging out throughout the ad, it would be appreciated. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that coming over to TikTok from Twitch. Yeah. Hi Kono. We extend. We are filing early this year. I will say. Earlier than usual. Usually we extend. Did I get a petty to go with my Manny? Yes, but I'm not showing my toes on stream because I don't want to get banned. We're on TikTok too. So if you join the Discord server and you're lucky, I might post a picture of my feet tomorrow. That's not a promise, it's a maybe. Enjoy the ads. You guys could see the pedicure too. Yes, but is that a threat? A little bit. It might be a threat. I can't say anything more. Here we go. This is our... I only have fingers in here. Uh-oh. Toe stream when? Never. Well, did you guys know that HR... You guys know HR-chan? One's in chat if you guys know HR-chan. I feel like most of us do. Hi, Tarada. How are you? TikTok removed the sound from a video that you literally just had the motor on a Zoid running and no other audio. TikTok is like that sometimes. They just be like that. One, two, some, question mark. HR-chan is... You guys know, Sock. Who's the guy that runs a VTuber agency that makes like the sock puppet memes? Who's that fucker? Sock man. Sock chan. I don't remember. Flork of cows, thank you. Yeah, HR Chan is actually just the HR rep for Flork of Cows VTuber agency, and she decided she wanted to be a VTuber. So she started streaming, and one of the things that she did is for tier 3 subs, I should probably tell this after ads are back. We'll hold the story. We'll hold the story. Guys, this is how much progress we've made. Kono, how was your first day at the new job? Are you happy? Kono started a new job today. Everybody congratulate him. He got a new job. So much gold. Yeah, I know. Pretty cool. Looks good though. It looks good. Yeah, congrats, Kono. You did good. You did good. We're back from ads in 4 seconds, and we'll keep yapping. Yeah, you like the gold inner frame? It's nice, isn't it? I think it's nice. Yeah, Kono got a new job, and he had to do all of the HR training, all the HR bullshit of like, does your guys' work have like training, and they had, I don't know if any of you guys have experienced this. My work had like a sexual harassment training where the entire video was just like a dude like blatantly sexually harassing somebody. And then the inverse of it was like a lady just like blatantly sexually harassing a guy, and they're like, yeah, don't do this. Cause like I was watching one at work, and it was literally like a manager lady and like her younger male coworker, and she was like, wow, you've been doing such a great job lately. Like I could definitely see you getting a promotion next year. Why don't you come over to my house tonight and we can, you know, have a glass of wine and dinner and discuss that promotion. Like, and then, you know, the training is like, yeah, don't do this. And you're like sitting there and you're like, wow, do you really have to make it so over the top of blatant sexual harassment? To be like, yeah, this is what you shouldn't do. This is bad, guys. Hi, Leaf, how are you? Hello. But yeah, speaking of HR Chan, who is a VTuber, who works for the Flork of Cows VTuber agency, recently had a stream that was part of, I think she's doing a subathon right now, is what she's working on. She had a special thing where she did a live stream, and then for tier 3 subs in her Discord server, she had a camera that was directly over her toes. No talking, no interaction, literally just a camera of her feet that her tier 3 subs could go look at any point during her live stream. And because that's not allowed on Twitch, she was streaming it in her Discord server. And I was like, this is the most amazing thing that I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna be honest with you, it is phenomenal. Feet! I know. I thought the whole foot thing was a joke. It's fine. It is what it is. Technically not against the rules yet. What are they gonna do? They can't catch you. They can't catch you. What are they gonna do? Oh, I was in the middle of doing the waist frame. That's what I was up to. That's the progress we made. We made it all the way to this next page, so we're doing really good. The gold on this kit is gorgeous. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I do think it's gorgeous. I do really like the gold on this one. A whole lot. Yeah, it's good. Do I have any limited edition Gunplas? I do! I have a couple of Gundam base Yokohama limited editions. I have the limited edition RG version of the Unicorn Perfectibility. I also managed to get my hands on the Zaku Miku. Yeah, the Miku Gundam. That's gonna be... I have a problem. Chat. Hi, Impy. How are you? Hi, Frostzone. How are you? Hello. Welcome in, guys. Hi. Why are we still in goth mode? What happened? Did something... Oh, there we go. I was literally like, wow, did something break? Like, what got fucked up? I got the Mikuzaku RG. I sure as heck did. Yeah, I sure did. Thankfully, it went live while I was live streaming, and so chat yelled at me till I bought it. We do have a slight problem, though, chat, if I'm being honest with you, okay? Because there are some items that you guys have bought me recently that were pre-orders, right? I have a throne wish list with some Gundams that I keep on there that, like, I'm interested in. A lot of them are pre-orders for USA Gundam Store. So they haven't shipped yet, but they've been paid for, like they've been pre-ordered. USA Gundam Store has basically announced that they don't know what the tariff situation's gonna be when they arrive, and so there's gonna be a surcharge possibly added anywhere from like 5% to like 50%, because they said they're gonna eat some of the cost themselves. And like the issue is that a lot of these pre-orders that I'm still waiting on are through Throne that you guys have got me. But if there's a surcharge added, Throne isn't gonna turn around and charge you guys the surcharge. Like, that's not gonna happen. So I really hope they contact me directly and ask me to pay the surcharge, because I'm happy to do so. Like, I don't mind paying like the new tariff surcharge to get stuff. But I am worried that they might just cancel my pre-order when it arrives because there's like hiccups with Throne and contacting me to get me to pay for the tariff surcharge. So I might slide into Zaku Aurelius's DMs. And that sentence alone kind of feels like a flex. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That sentence alone kind of sounds like a flex. I might slide into his DMs and be like, hey man, just so you know, a lot of my stuff that's purchased through Throne, like a third-party gifting company, and it's being shipped to me, like, here's my legal name, because they get shipped to my legal names, and being like, fucking, just DM me, bro. Just DM me and I'll pay it. Like, just talk to me personally. If they do ask you to pay it, you'll reimburse me the surcharge, so no worries. Yeah, and it's not a big deal. Like, I don't anticipate... Quick cross fingers that the tariffs get reduced. Is USA Gundam his store? He works there. Yeah. I don't know if he's an owner. He might be a partial owner, but I do know that he works there. There's a lot of videos, like the USA Gundam Store TikTok has him in the videos, like packing orders. So I am assuming he's a partial owner and works there. I wouldn't be surprised if he's used his like YouTube revenue to purchase part of the company and be a partial owner. But yeah, there's different people that do like the day-to-day running of the company. I know he just does like some of the more hands-on stuff, but yeah. USA Gundam Store says they'll honor any pre-orders prior to 4/11. Okay, cool. That makes things easier. So now we just have to like figure out what the issue with some. Well, because someone literally just Fallen literally just pre-ordered me the Cuck Gundam. Gamer Gundam, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in, dude. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. Hi, Shane. How are you? Welcome in. So, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I will have to send a message because I do order a lot from... What? What? We're small. What happened? Oh, no. Okay, we're big again. Hi, guys. I will probably reach out and DM them anyway just to be on the safe side, right? Because I would rather just get it and like pay the surcharge out of pocket than not get the things that you guys picked out for me, right? And especially when they're pre-orders and like it's hard to find things. Do any P-Bandai? I sure as heck do have. Do I ever? Not only Gamer Gundam, do I have P-Bandai, I am sponsored by P-Bandai. You can check in the bio below, and you can check out my P-Bandai link if you want to buy P-Bandai with my sponsorship. I will get a sweet little percentage of everything you buy from P-Bandai, and it supports me sending more money to P-Bandai. My ear tracking looks a little weird in chibi form. There's a lot of fucked up things in chibi form. Like if I turn all this way, there's like one glitch. Do I have to turn? Yeah, see that weird line? Those are my glasses that are popping out through the skin. It's not only P-Bandai though. Yeah, it is also Hobby Link Japan. It is! We got sponsors! How cool is that? We got Gundam sponsors! I think that's pretty sweet. You added the G-Quacks to the backlog sheet? Oh, thank you! I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, I actually just got the P-Bandai sponsorship like a couple of weeks ago, so I'm really excited. Did I pre-order the Gundam D first? No, I pre-ordered the Hatsune Miku. The new Hatsune Miku Zaku. I was really tempted to Oh, there's another one. There was a pre-order available for a Haro stuffed animal that I missed out on P-Bandai, but it looks like USA Gundam Store has it for pre-order, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Ah, no. Now I want the Haro stuffed animal. It looks so huggable. Hi, Buddha. How are you? Hello. Maki's cut off from New Gunpla. Why am I cut off? I don't even have the Police Zaku yet. What do you mean I'm cut off? Police Zaku looks so good. Schemy has Police Zaku. Why can't I have Police Zaku too? I love Zaku. Police less so. Firefighters are great. Could we have Firefighter Zaku? That would be sick. Did I buy the MGSD, RG Ava, Gunpla-kun, and Providence? I did not buy the Providence. I bought everything else. Somebody bought me the Providence. Did I get the MG Vidar? I did not get the MG Vidar. The Police Zaku does look good. It looks really cool. I think Police Zaku is a really cool design, to be completely honest. Like, it is cool. How about, we are 40 minutes into stream. How about we actually start building? I've literally just been looking at my Gundam, not building it. How about we actually start? Hang on, we're gonna start with B9. And it's this plate. So I have to be really careful cutting it out so that I don't accidentally mess up the gold plating on top of this. Look how shiny it is too. That's my favorite thing about this. Any perfect grades? Yeah, I have a PG Unicorn Perfectibility in backlog. And I completed a PG Red Frame Astray. Those are my 2 PGs. You're too afraid to DM me about Gundam because you would just lore dump on me with my own UC fanfic? Yeah, please don't send me your Universal Century Gundam Yaoi fanfics into my DMs. Oh, of course. Oh. Also, I totally forgot to respond. The sushi was phenomenal. It was very good. It made me very happy. I do appreciate it. I really do. You're a GM fan? You're gonna get the light armor gun cannon? Oh, the light armor gun cannon looks cool. Okay, hang on. Where's 9? I need to cut that out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, here we go. Careful. Careful. Yeah, I really enjoyed the sushi. It was great. It was really good. It's not yaoi, but the protagonist... Wait, this isn't a bit? You actually have Universal Century fanfic that you're working on? No way! That's actually crazy! Boldy! Thank you so much for the 15-month sub! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much, dude! I appreciate it! Oh my gosh! Going to Toronto tomorrow to get your favorite Gundam store. What's your favorite Gundam store in Toronto? I have a few that I like. What's it called? Anime Extreme in Chinatown is a really... They're a little pricier than some of the other Gundam stores, but I do think it's a really cool one. They tend to have a lot of good stock too. Like some interesting kits in stock. You know? They have some interesting stuff. Do I build many non-Bandai kits? Sometimes I build non-Bandai. Not all the time, and I wouldn't say with any sense of frequency that I build non-Bandai, but sometimes... I hit it on the head? Oh! Sorry to call out exactly where you're going. Hey guys, if you want to hang out with Keyblade Night, Keyblade is going to be at Anime Extreme in Toronto, which is my favorite Toronto Gundam store. Yeah, I've built some Kotobukiya kits. I've built some Zoids kits. I have some other Kotobukiya stuff, I think, in backlog. Or not backlog, but pre-order that I'm waiting on Kotobukiya to ship. So, I think they are cool. You love listening to my voice as you fall asleep? You mean as I yell about Gundam some more? Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. Does it have... Am I okay with the fiction involving you? And then the next question being, will it have pregnant Amuro? It should, and I should be the impregnator. Thank you very much. Wait, can I impregnate Char Aznable? Can I? That's what I want. Hi, Winter. Hello. Gundam building nice expensive hobby, but still want 1 or 2. It doesn't have to be expensive. They can be really cheap. I actually, this Saturday, guys, this Saturday, I'm gonna be doing a Gundam build with one of my IRL friends. We're gonna be live streaming it. She's also a Twitch streamer. She's also a VTuber, which is very weird to be like, yes, this is my IRL friend. She is a Twitch streamer, and when we're in public, we refer to each other by our Twitch names too, which is also very weird. I don't know what that, I don't know. Are you, okay. When you guys have met your internet friends in real life, do you guys still call yourselves by your internet handles, or do you call yourselves by like your real names? Like, do you transition? Cause like, I don't know, you do the same with Discord friends? Yeah. Didn't know those thought they were all expensive? No! Some of them go for as cheap as like $10, Winter. Yeah. Which, speaking of, her and I are gonna be building her first Gundam. And we have matching Gundams. Let me grab it. Okay. She's building her first ever Gundam. She's never built one before. And so I thought it would be really cute this weekend if we did a live stream together and we built matching Gundams. So we got little matching gunpla coons for her first ever Gundam. Isn't that cute? I saw these in the store. These ones in particular, speaking of cheaper Gundams, these are only like $8 to $10 for the whole kit. They're very cute. I picked that up yesterday. Not yesterday. We went shopping together weeks ago. We had a whole date. We had a girls' date. We went shopping. We got coffee. We got snackies. We had a fun time. Hi, Fallen. Hello. Hello, hello. How are you? Is it Gadget? It is Gadget. I'm thirsty. Definitely gonna have to get into it then? Yes, absolutely. Let me get you addicted to plastic crack, please. Such a shiny kit. It is shiny. But yeah, so her and I are gonna be doing that on Saturday. I'm excited to hang out. Whoa, we're big again. Okay, let me pull myself down here. Come talk to in the mortal realm again. Jesus, we got tall. Holy shit. Maki flexing on us that buy Warhammer models. I also have Warhammer, so don't worry about it. We also do Warhammer here. Not as often. If I want to do more Warhammer, I don't know. My issue with Warhammer, right, is that I don't feel like I can paint them and talk to you guys at the same time. That it requires too much of my attention. And I feel like people who live stream Warhammer are much more so less yappy for good reason. It's more so you hang out and you vibe and you watch them paint and they don't really talk to you. And I can't help myself. I love talking to you guys. I don't shut the fuck up. I don't stop yapping. Like, I literally will just, like, yap until the end of days, and that doesn't work for painting Warhammer, you know? Hi, Soda Tab, how are you? Hello, hello. You are too used to painting while chatting at people because that's what we did at the club paint table. It would be one thing if it was painting while chatting at people. It's a whole different ballpark chatting while reading chat. Because I have to look away from what I'm doing to talk to you guys. And if I don't look for too long, I miss messages. And then the other thing is that, like, if chat ain't chatting with me, I get really anxious that I'm a bad streamer. You know, I get anxiety and I think, oh, chat doesn't want to talk to me. I'm a bad streamer. They don't like me anymore. Like, oh no. And obviously that's not the case. Obviously that's not the case. I know you guys do still like me and that you're just vibing and like working on your own Gundams and stuff, but I do get anxious because I am an anxious little bean. What's my favorite Gundam series? It's Seed, unfortunately. It is Seed. I will say with a big caveat that there is no Seed past the original. Just that. Okay, we're gonna dig. We're gonna find L1 and L2 somewhere in this big-ass box of shit. What? Can it just tell me what color? It's red. It says it's red. Oh, that's all the way at the bottom. Okay, also, here. One other issue that I've run into, guys, is the very final fuck you from my cat before she died. I have no stickers for the MGEX Strike Freedom because she got a hold of them and unstuck all of them and they're gone and covered in cat hair. So all of the stickers that I was supposed to have, my cat that died got into it, shredded it, and I literally, like, all the stickers are gone, and even if they're not, they're covered in hair and they're not sticky anymore. It's done. I'm fucking cooked. I don't have stickers for my Gundam anymore. It's done. I can't deny Gundam Seed Destiny doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. That's crazy. Time to learn to paint with metallic markers? Yeah, but I need metallic markers. I don't have any. Literally do not have any. Sounds like a cat, to be honest. Yeah. Gotta try Double L. I've seen Double L. Yeah. I just, you know, there's like a nostalgia factor. Because I watched Seed when I was like 10 years old. I watched Seed when I was a wee little lassie, and I saw the sex scene, and I was like, I didn't know people could do that. I don't have any metallic markers? I don't. Yeah, you guys have failed me. I don't know how you failed me in particular, but no, I don't own any metallic markers except for silver. Gundam metallic marker set shouldn't be more than 20 bucks. That's 20 bucks. I don't have a marker set. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Hi, Scout. How are you? I just joined and we're talking about a cat past a cat. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Scout. She just died. It's fine. She was 20. I'm sorry. She decided to piss on all my stuff before she went, though, little fucker. Little shit. What do I recommend for panel lining Gundam? Well, if you're not risk averse, where the heck did it go? If you're not risk averse, this is the GOAT. This is literally the only thing that you need for panel lining. Yeah. Girl, put it on throne? Okay, I will. After stream, I'll put it on there. If someone is like mad that I don't own metallic panel liners, they can deal with it. There you go. I'll do it after stream. Use the panel lining pen. I've also used the panel lining pen before too. Sorry for my loss. It's okay, dude. It's okay. It's all good. Yeah, she was old as dirt. She truly was. She lived a very long and very happy and very fulfilled and good life. Good life. Gonna go now, going to the gunpla building event. Oh, how fun. Oh, speaking of, we are in the Discord server, starting off a monthly Gundam building club. It doesn't necessarily have to be gunpla. Like, if you want to build Warhammer, you want to do other stuff, you can come hang out in the Discord server. We're kicking it off in May, is when we're starting. And I'm hoping to run it all the way up until, like, Thanksgiving time, which is, November, American Thanksgiving time, in which case we'll take a break until the new year again. But yeah, it's gonna be a hangout session. We're gonna be big chillin'. Oh, I have not seen the new Gundam G-Quacks, but we are watching it in the Discord server tomorrow night. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can come hang out and watch the new Gundam G-Quacks with us for a watch party. I still have to cajole one of the mods into being willing to do the live stream part of it in Discord because I'm terrible and I always mess it up really badly and it always goes terribly wrong. So if any mods feel like volunteering, speak now or forever hold your peace, more or less. We're gonna have a super quick, like, minute-long ad break here in a sec. Twitch forces us to do it. We make it as short as possible. We are still gonna hang out, be here playing Gundam, so I do hope you guys stick around. I would appreciate it. I saw the math you did pertaining to 3,390 pounds of gum. Yo, what, $12,678 worth of gum? That's crazy. You already joined the Discord and posted your broken P Bandai suit. Big sad. Aw, dude. I'm sorry about your P Bandai. I'm sorry, bro. Also, thank you, Scout. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, they gave you the little #1. They did. All right, we have... I already panel lined these little pieces, too. I don't know if they're going to be visible, but I did panel line it. Blind wasn't lying when he said you were expensive. I am expensive. Also, so is my cat. She's also expensive. So, what do you do? Cool, you ordered the panel liner? Oh, heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. All right, up next, we're gonna grab C, which is this copper gold, and we're going for C19, which is somewhere. Hi, Original Chaos Hunter, how are you? Hello, hello. Once I finish work tomorrow, we can test to make sure the stream works from your end. Sick, I appreciate it, Strider. Thank you. You found a P Bandai model kit on Amazon. Is Gundam Calibarn the red version? Ah, yeah. You have to be careful with P Bandai on Amazon. Usually they're marked up like 100% or more. I've seen some of them marked up like 300% and it's fucking insane. Like it is bad. It is bad. You don't want to pay that much for a Gundam. And often a lot of times they'll reprint them So if you just like hold on hope and just wait for the next reprinting, you don't have to worry about it. You made a suggestion on Throne for the 3-pack? Okay, I will accept it. Let me go over to the Throne account as soon as I put in this part, but I have to clean it up because it's got like a tiny bit of nub on it. In general, don't buy off Amazon. Kits tend to be marked up or knockoffs. That's exactly it. You have to be very careful with Amazon. And the thing is that the majority of the time, the vast majority of the time, you can buy it from a local game store for less, including the cost of shipping, without supporting Jeff Bezos and supporting a small local business that sells Gundams. So, you know, you're fair to ugly. Thank you for asking. I'm doing well. Thank you. I am. All right, we're gonna slide this in here. Here we go. Maybe, if it wants to go in. Oh, there we go. Just really had to snap it. Wow, that's an interesting piece. It's like I'm tempted to panel line it, but also that's really fucking small and I don't really want to panel line it. A new type, USA Gundam Stores, Mecha Warehouse, Gundam Play Store, all great places to order from. I have a personal preference of avoiding new type. Not just because of their weird controversy things, but also because I'm part of a charity group called the Gundam Builders Weekender. Plastic Model Weekender. I'm part of a Gundam charity group called Plastic Model Weekender, and I'm terrible with names. New Type promised a bunch of Gundams as prizes for Plastic Model Weekender to give away for donations, and they never delivered. They just like ghosted and failed to give any of the prizes. Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out, Scout. I appreciate it. Yeah, they just like, they stiffed on what they promised for the charity event, and I was like, wow, that's really unkind of you to do. Like, that sucks. Versus USA Gundam Store has like participated literally every single year. They've been awesome. But also Zaku Aurelius like literally is part of Plastic Model Weekender too. So that might be a big reason why. Okay, let me go to Throne. Bacon suggested the metallic things, so let me go over there. And I will literally just hit like, yeah, sure, add that to my wish list right now. There we go, outstanding. Why do I have like 60 outstanding? Oh, so those ones that you linked are only gold and silver. The ones I need are red and green metallic, Bacon. I have silver metallic. I need red and green. Not the ones you suggested. Yeah. Do it again. Am I planning on getting the Switch too? I'm thinking about it, to be honest. I would like to get the Switch too. The question is more so like affordability for me right now. Because I do have to, I got a rigger for my new Live 2D model. It's really expensive and I have to pay it. Thankfully, I'm actually, let me tell you how excited I am. They let me split up the payments. Cause I asked them, there was like a couple of things. The Live 2D rigger that's taking care of mine doesn't really have like a big client history. They have some projects that they've worked on that look really, really nice. But as far as like clients go, there's not really a lot of people. Is that a Gundam? It sure is, Sky. It sure is a Gundam. They don't really have like, you know, they haven't rigged for any like big streamers or anything else that I can like go off of and like DM them and be like, hey, how's your experience? Did you have a good... That's a thing that a lot of VTubers do when they're trying to find someone to work with, is that they'll DM each other and be like, hey, was this person okay? Did like they work okay? Like was everything all right? And like usually people are really responsive to it. I think I'm their first like bigger client, which made me a little bit nervous. So I asked for a payment plan, and it's actually really I'm genuinely surprised because like the payment plan that they suggested is not what I was expecting. And it's better than what I was expecting. I was expecting for them to be like, all right, you can pay 50% up front and you can pay 50% when it's done. And that's not what they did. They did, I'm paying 45% up front, 45% when it's finished and ready to be delivered, and the last 10% after all of the edits and changes that I'm asking for are completed. Oh, thank you, Fallen! I appreciate it! Holy shit, dude! Oh, thanks, man! That's a good marker. Thank you, dude. I wasn't expecting you to, like, buy it as soon as it went on there, but thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, the cool, like, 10% at the end, once everything is completed, that's nice. I wasn't expecting that. That is really cool, and I do genuinely appreciate that they did that. So it kind of gives me like that sense of mind that if something's wrong with the model at the end, oh, thank you for the forehead kisses. Mwah. You know, I can literally be like, no, I'm not paying you till it's fixed. You're not getting the last couple $100 until it's finished, which is nice power to hold. Thank you for the hydrate. I am gonna hydrate. I'm actually really thirsty. But even then, I still owe them. Each 45% payment is still like $1,300. So Matt, thank you so much for the 15 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Pun may be intended, but you added a stretched goal to the throne. What do you mean? What is that? What's this? Oh! What is that? AK Interactive Real Color Markers, Real Color Special, $100 worth of markers? From AK Interactive? What is that plastic model markers? Is that what that is? Is that for like model kits? Because AK Interactive is a model kit brand. Yeah, that is $100 worth of model kit markers. That's a little insane. That's a little freaking crazy. Jesus. I don't need those. Full stop. I don't paint with markers often enough to need those, but I do appreciate the suggestion. AK is great paint for miniatures. Yeah. The one model kit you wanted was gonna be $900 because it's out of print. And then you found the sleazy thing the guy was doing was to charge you $300 in shipping. So I was like, no, thank you. Fuck that. That sucks. At this point, I'm tempted to mail you your 4080 ahead of schedule so you can play anything you want. I do appreciate that, but I will buy it off of you at some point. We're almost done. We're in the home stretch of VTuber model things, because as soon as I'm done paying for the live 2D rigging, that's it. It's done. The music video is done. The music is done. The emotes are paid and done. Well, they're not done, but the emotes are paid. The model art is paid and finished. The art that I needed is paid and finished. All of the assets I need are paid and finished. I just need to pay the live 2D rigger, and it's like $3,000. So do I have real touch markers? No. Music video, yeah, I did a cover song. Yeah, so we're having a music video. I have pretty fingers. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do. Hi, how are you? You'll do more fan art of Maki, but in the new model. Aw, thank you. I love fan art so much. I genuinely do. All right, back to the Gundam. I need B15. This is C, so this is the wrong thing. I need that bright yellow gold. You bet I have a beautiful singing voice. Oh, thank you. So excited for new model. Me too, man. Chat, just started asking Maki if she needs certain things for gunpla building and then see what she needs. Stock up the throne before her birthday. No shot callers this time around. I still have like 7 shot callers in my throne suggestions, guys. I also have a morbidly obese dragon statue that's like $60, and I don't know why someone suggested this into my throne account, but there is this morbidly obese dragon figurine. It's 60 fucking dollars in my throne suggestions. Why? I don't know. There's also a dog shot collar that has tracking built in, I guess for whoever wants to track me while I go on my walkies. There is a child-proof wrist leash walking harness for children, and it just says, "You know why." You know why. I might actually approve that one, because that I could actually use that. I get lost in the grocery store. Transformers. There's like 17 Transformers movies on the list as well as like literally like $600 worth of Warhammer. There's literally like $600 worth of Warhammer in my suggested for throne. How would I do the bubblegum video? I would do ASMR. I would use my model tracking. I would use my model tracking for sure. Yeah. Like an ASMR with model tracking, because the model tracking is genuinely good. I don't know. I would use this model. Yeah, I would use this model. You should add Transformers, Armada, Ergon, and Cybertron TV shows. I don't have a DVD player. What is this, 2008, chat? I don't know why you guys are recommending me fucking DVDs of Transformer movies as if I have a fucking method of watching them. Okay. Like, who out here has a DVD player in 2025 that wasn't born in 1980? Most Blu-ray players play DVDs? I don't have a Blu-ray player! Don't you have a PlayStation 4 or something? The capture card is broken. And like, I don't have like a TV to watch them on. I don't. I know that might be a little weird, but like, I don't have a TV to watch it on. Like, at all. Like, that just doesn't exist for me. PS2, I don't own a PS2. I have a Xbox 360. I guess I could plug in and watch them on, but like, I don't necessarily trust putting anything in any discs in the Xbox 360. It's very old. It might scratch the shit out of them. I don't know if that's how it works, but it genuinely might. I would be scared of putting anything in my like 2000. When did I get that? I think I was 16 when I got my Xbox 360. Man, that's old. Ow. I feel my arthritis acting up from literally speaking about being 16 years old again. Jesus. All right, we are clipping out C17. There we go. Looking good. Easy peasy. Lemon. Squeezy. Okay. I also need an item for A, but that is inside the box somewhere. Xbox One and newer. I don't have an Xbox One. I don't. I do. There is a disk drive on the PlayStation, but the PlayStation is not mine. It is Blind's. And also, the capture card is broken. It's broken. The capture card's broken. The capture card broke, so I don't have any ways of like watching DVDs at my desk, you know? Even if I borrowed the PlayStation 5. Like, I don't have a way of watching it at my desk because there's no capture card for it to go, right? I mean, I guess I could, like, plug it into a monitor. Go capture a new card? I know! They're like $100. They're like $100, gamers. They're expensive. They are pricey. There's too much. Video games are fucking expensive. We have the Nintendo Switch coming out. That's $450. Capture cards are like $10 now. I'm super hesitant to plug anything into my computer that has a USB that is like off Amazon and made in China, simply because I have opened more than enough USBs in my time and seen horrible, horrible practices inside them of like literally just displaying the amount of storage it has, but it having like 20% of that and having weights in it, them being literally empty and not having anything inside of it, them having like keyloggers built into it that activate as soon as you plug it into your USB. So, because of that, I will only buy capture cards in person from stores. I will not get them off the internet. I'm not getting them off the internet and putting my, like, computer data. You need to buy name brand from Amazon. Even name brand. There's a lot of companies that will fake name brand stuff, and it just gets tossed in with the rest of the name brand things. It's a big problem with the makeup industry and skincare. You should not buy any of your skincare, even if it's name brand, off of Amazon, because companies are making dupes and fakes, and they get mixed. They're getting mixed into the sold by Amazon, not by third party. Amazon will literally take them in, not realize that they're fakes, and mix them in with the storage of the other name brand items. It's a genuine problem that Amazon is having right now. And it happens literally every single day. Literally every single day. So, and honestly, Amazon is like the same price for electronics as Best Buy and Target for the most part. So like, I'll just go pick it up in person, and then there's no question about it, you know? Only issue is the rare return is new items. I've also had issues with that. Where I've opened up a box of something and it was literally just like used, and you're like, oh, well, I had an issue with that super recently, actually, where I like opened it up and I was like, this is supposed to be brand new, and like this very clearly has fingerprints all over it, and it was opened by somebody and they used it, and I don't want this anymore. That's not nice. Plus, it's a good excuse for a Target trip. Exactly. Exactly. Not only that, but like, I wish I lived closer to a Micro Center, guys. And anyone who's never been to Micro Center doesn't know why Micro Center is the GOAT. But goddamn, Micro Center's the fucking GOAT. Could we get some ones in chat if you guys like Micro Center? Micro Center is so goated. They are! And I am genuinely sad. Any center's a Micro Center when you're 260 feet tall. That's a macro center. That's a macro center. You saved like... Had them price match an Amazon sale for your flight simulator controls, saved like $80. Nice, dude. That's awesome. That's sick, dude. Yeah, the closest Micro Center to me is like a 5-hour drive away, which is just, it's too far to like reasonably do. Have I done it before? Yes. Will I do it again? No, I wouldn't. No. You don't doubt Micro Center is good, but their prices are not the cheapest if bought standalone. True, their true goat is in bundles. If you can get your stuff bundled up, it is amazing. Like literally phenomenal. Okay, let me see. How do I do this? This goes in the front. And it goes like that. we go. Now it's snapped in. That's what it was supposed to look like. Open boxes or combos are still better, but compare them with other places. Yeah. I agree. And never trust Newegg. Never trust Newegg, chat. That is rule number 1. Newegg is not to be trusted. And more often than not, is not the cheapest. Alright, we're gonna have to be careful, because I'm gonna have to sand this down, and it might take some of the polish off with it. And we don't want that to happen too much. We don't want to lose too much polish. We lost polish. Okay, I literally just did exactly what I said I didn't want to do. It's fine. I guess this is where you're supposed to buy the gold metallic to do touch-ups, huh? You used to love Newegg? Me too, man. And I don't know what happened, but like, it just got really bad. I don't know when. Was it nail polish? It's like a marker. What's wrong with Newegg? You get mail-in rebates from them? A lot. A lot of times they ship really poor quality products. The prices aren't competitive. They overcharge. They scalp. A lot of bad things. Making Frito pie for dinner. That is very American. That's crazy. A Frito pie. What is that? Like a bag of Fritos? And what else? What's a Frito pie? Can somebody explain Frito pie to me, please? Because I have no idea what that is. Chat, somebody, help, somebody. What's Frito pie? Before that, not gonna lie. Yeah, they went downhill like a handful of years ago, I would say. It's Southern. Chili, cheese, and Frito corn chips. Ah! Interesting. Okay. That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing. Huh. Wow. Interesting. Is it good? Sorry it's not maple syrup stroganoff or something like that. Hey man, don't you dare. That's my culture, thank you very much. Think of it like nachos with everything on that with Fritos. I think Fritos are my least favorite chip. As far as chips go. Like, Fritos are probably pretty tied for least favorite for me. I'm not a big Frito fan. I know that might be a little bit of a hot take, but I personally, I'm not a Fritos girl. I like Doritos. I would rather do like a chili cheese and like the spicy sweet chili Doritos. That sounds great. That sounds awesome. Like I would eat the shit out of that. Or like the nacho cheese Doritos. With chili? Yeah, that would be good. Nacho cheese Doritos are sick. I actually had some of those today. Dog's paws either smell like Doritos or Fritos. I don't think they smell like Doritos. They probably smell more like Fritos. You don't know if I told you that I ordered the PG Unicorn Gundam Final Battle version a week before my birthday and it got delivered on my birthday? Yo, that's so cool, Keyblade. That's so awesome it got delivered on your birthday. How exciting. Happy birthday. Yeah. What's your guys' favorite chip, chat? Also, thank you so much for the follow, Thorin. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Welcome in, homie. There we go, snip those out. This one I have to be careful with again. I don't want to accidentally muck it up, so we're going to try and snip it like as close as possible to get it nice and clean. There we go. And that's looking a lot better. Okay. Good. Now we just gotta clean up the other ones, and then I think it's time to like assemble his waist pieces. Yeah. You do enjoy a paint chip every now and then. The lead ones taste the best. Chat, stop eating lead paint. Stop it. I told you guys that you're not allowed to eat the lead paint. It's bad for you. Where are you even finding lead paint anymore? Whose grandma's house are you going to? It's so sweet though. No, stop it. Chat, you're gonna be sick. You're gonna lose brain cells. This is like the Tide Pods epidemic all over again. Is this a lady that eats uranium? It's calorie dense, I'll have you know. And this girl needs a lot of calories, okay? I'm missing out, fam. I'm saying this because I've eaten my fair share of lead paint in the day, chat. I am well aware of the hazards of eating lead paint. I've done it. I've been there. You don't do it. Don't do it, guys. It's bad. You're gonna get sick. All right, how's this going? I blanked. I blanked. Is this even the right piece? It is, but it doesn't make sense. Oh, because the hole's not punched all the way through. Wowzers. That's interesting. I haven't seen that in a while. Oh my gosh. Because it's supposed to go over here, right? No? No? Okay. B4... C18... A22. I cut out the wrong one? I cut out the wrong one. Haha! I found my own problem. It was the wrong piece. That was why. Womp womp. Redeem Maki. What? What happened? What happened? What? I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to my Gundams. What happened? Best Gundam build ever. Oh, thanks, Okami. Hi. Hi, Brave. Oh, no VIP. Who redeemed VIP? Who did it? Who redeemed VIP? Landmog! Congratulations on VIP! Everybody put your emotes in chat. Congratulations, Landmog, on getting your own VIP. Landmog. GG's. Enjoy your diamond. Enjoy your diamond, dude. Thank you so much for watching the channel. To the point that you have VIP, dude. That's so long. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. We're almost out of VIP slots. Let me go double check on Twitch how many VIP slots we have left, because there ain't a whole lot. Hi, HK. How are you? Hello, hello. How's it going? Hi, dude. Hi, Cardigath. How are you? Thank you for the brushies. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Oh my. Okay. Here's what we're doing. Community. Roles manager. How do I view how many VIPs I am allowed to have? How many VIP am I allowed to have Twitch? Okay, I think I have 50 VIP slots total. I think I have 50 VIP slots total. And I think we are inching our way up to being completely filled on all 50 VIP slots. Dang, that's crazy. That's so many VIPs. You can have up to 100. It's definitely not 50 slots. I only have 50 slots available. Let me see. Viewer rewards. That's channel points. Would it be? I don't know where I would check. I'm so bad at Twitch. It wouldn't be an overview. It would be an achievements, maybe. Yeah, here we go. And I can view all of the achievements that I've completed. No, not that. Damn it! Roles manager, VIPs. I have a lot of VIPs in here, holy shit. That's follower list. I have no idea how to look this up. 100% your favorite build? Hey, yo! I have over 50 VIPs? Do I really? Here we go, community. No, that's leaderboards. Sponsorships. Subscription names, bonus subscribers. Stream settings, no. Channel settings, no. Moderation settings, no. I don't even know where to look this up. I don't see it in viewer rewards. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, chat. I don't know how this works. If someone looks this up, I have 58 VIPs right now. I'm trying to see how do I look up exactly how many VIPs I'm allowed to have on Twitch. How many VIPs am I allowed to have? Welcome back from Agile, everybody. Hello. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're still trying to figure out how many VIP slots I have. Yeah. Because I want to know how many VIPs I have versus how many I'm allowed to have. So, how to view how many VIPs I can have on Twitch. Okay. In your creator dashboard, go to roles. Okay. If I go to creator dashboard, and then I go to roles manager, and then I add new, and then I'm just look somebody up, right? There we go. I have 57 VIPs, and I am allowed to have 60. We have room for 3 more VIPs in Twitch, chat. That's it. We only have room for 3 more VIPs on Twitch, and then it's cooked. It's done. Yeah, I know. And then, you know what we start after that? VIP roulette. Everybody gets to go in the danger zone. Danger zone. VIP roulette. If you keep watching a little bit longer, you can do it twice. That's crazy, dude. That's insane. Oh my gosh. Getting more unique chatters going at the same time helps unlock more VIP slots. Yeah, I can unlock up to 100. Half of my VIPs are friends. Well, I guess we're gonna have to call the friends list and get rid of them. We're not friends anymore. I took away your VIP. You're not allowed to be my friend anymore. We're kicking out all my friends. We're getting rid of them. They can't be here anymore. You'd cry? We're gonna have VIP Squid Games. Yeah. The way that I've seen a lot of people do it is it's like VIP Survivor, where if you have immunity, you don't get your VIP taken away, but the only way to get immunity is to have a tier 3 sub. So if you have a tier 3 sub, you're safe. If you don't have a tier 3 sub, you're at risk. Yeah. You've seen some streams where VIP is on a timer? That's another good one. Or be wife, yeah, we can't take away Schemy's VIP. That'd be crazy. What do you mean taking away her VIP? That's not good. Okay, womp womp. Which one are you supposed to go into? I am confusion. I thought it was supposed to be like this. Nope. This. Good. good. Okay, so that one's fine. And then this one, we just slot in. Goes over, also good. Doesn't really want to stay, but we can cross that bridge when we come to it. Super Sub Elimination Island! Only one could survive and claim the title of VIP! Exactly! Only one person survives. Who will it be? Nobody will know. Catch it on the next episode. PP girls are protected automatically. They always are. Cats are rioting. Place an order of cat food, but it won't be here till tomorrow. Oh no! Poor kibbies. They just want a snack. Poor kibbies just were looking for a little something to eat. Also, why won't this stay together? Is it like supposed to... Something feels terribly wrong with this. Like, it doesn't feel like it stays in place. It just kind of sits there, and it's not super secure, and I don't know what to do about it. Hi, Sakamoto, how are you? Hello, hello. How's it going? Welcome in. All right, let's see. We have... Maybe if I just like squish it down really good, it'll stay a little bit better. Oh, that's why. There's still a nub on it. Now I see. There is the tiniest little piece of nub that is preventing it from actually like squishing into the spot it's supposed to be in. That should be a lot better. Let's see here. There we go. And I think we're good. Much better. Now it's actually like flush with where it's supposed to be. Perfect. Check that out. That's a lot of different shades of gold, huh? A lot. Thank you so much for the head pad. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Okay. This is an accidental cut, so I need G, which is gold, which are gonna be right here, and I need G number 8. Your oldest cat is 20 pounds? That is a huge cat, dude. That is a massive kibby. What a big girl. What do you even do? How do you snuggle with a cat that's 20 pounds? Like a dog, I guess? Like, do you just treat it like a dog? Where you just kind of like pick it up and like, you know, kind of like heft it around and, you know, do all sorts of silly things with your 20-pound fucking cat? Christ. Easily? I don't know. Maybe I'm weak. I don't know. Lifting 20 pounds of cat sounds like a whole lot. Helps that she doesn't really like snuggling, to be honest, but gives kisses like a dog. That's funny. I would not want to wake up having my toes licked by a 20-pound cat. That... As far as the list of things that I would like to not experience in my life, waking up and having a 20-pound cat licking my toes is pretty high up there on that list, I will say. Definitely not something that I would necessarily want in my life, but I could see it happening to people. Like, cat, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it's trying to tell me that it wants this to be downward facing and the part go in the middle. For one, I don't know exactly where this is supposed to attach necessarily. Other way. I put it on wrong. You're enjoying me making this gunpla? Oh, thank you, Brave. I appreciate that a whole lot. Thank you. All right, there we go. We're gonna swap it around and slide that in. All right, we have the front panels on. Yippee! Hi, Douse. Thank you for the check-in. I appreciate it. How are you? Hello, hello. She's an old lady and I let her do what she wants. She deserved it. As you should with all women in your life. Thank you. What would I like to wake up? What would I like to wake up to licking your toes? Wow, I feel like I brought this question on myself. I don't know that I would like to wake up to $1 million licking my toes. That's all. Yeah. If $1 million gained sentience and woke up and started licking my toes, that is something I would be comfortable with. Good answer, thank you. I appreciate that. I thought really long and hard about that answer, and that's the one that I decided I was comfortable with. Hi, Spade. What's up, dude? How have you been? All right, here we go. We're going to pop this on. It's a nice stiff piece going in again. Easy now. Okay, good. All right, our front plates are on. You're sleepy. Wanted to wish everybody a good sleep tonight. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I got you a mani-pedi and you don't reward me by letting me clean your toes? Oh, Jesus. They're not... I don't like people touching toes. Do you know how uncomfortable it is to have people touch your toes? It's weird. Have you ever... One's in chat if you've ever interlocked toes with people before. My goodness, that's a loaded question. Who said her toes are dirty? My toes are dirty. They are. I have not washed them today. They are dirty. And I've been walking around outside shoeless. I'd prefer not to wear shoes when I walk around places. I've been walking around shoeless. That's the wrong answer. What do you mean? Isn't everybody's toes dirty? Like a little bit? I thought it was normal to walk. I don't know. You guys don't touch grass with your feet? Like, you expect me to touch grass with my hands, not my feet? That's weird, dog. That's weird. Don't even. All right, A19. Da-da-da. 19. There we go. Oh, what a weird piece. There we go. Okay. Much better. Also, Demon Hunter, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in, my guy. You're always barefoot. Your feet must breathe. I agree, my guy. Although I knew a guy when I was in college that, like, I don't know what he was going through in his life that made him feel this way, but he was one of those guys that, like, refused to wear shoes. And, like, he took it as, like, a personal thing. Where, like, he was like, yeah, man, if you wear shoes, you're, like, not connected to the world the way that you're supposed to be. And you're just, like, you know, contributing to capitalism by purchasing unnecessary things when it's much better for you to be, like, connected to the world with the ground under your feet and your toes sinking into the dirt. And we lived in a major metropolitan area filled with concrete and asphalt. And this bro straight up would walk around on the burning concrete and asphalt not wearing shoes. And I'm like, that's horrible. And I hate all of this. He sounds like a douche. He was a douche. He was. Wow. But, like, he stuck to it, I guess. And, like, he was committed to the bit. And, like, frankly, I don't know, even if you are, like, kind of a douche like that, how long people would be willing to commit to the bit for. Has anybody heard of the race Tough Mudder? Can we get some ones in chat if you guys have heard of a Tough Mudder before? It's like a super long, like, it's not a triathlon, it's like a running race, except for you have to go through a bunch of, like, obstacles. Yeah? Piggies the grippers. I know, dude. I know. You essentially have to go through like a crazy amount of obstacles, and that's the whole point of Tough Mudder. Is it's like a race, but with all these obstacles. He did them without shoes. He did the whole thing without shoes. Yeah. And it's called Tough Mudder because a significant portion of it is just mud and like barbed wire and really dangerous stuff to be barefoot on. And he did the whole thing shoeless. I'm like, all right, bro. Hi, Schlottheim. How are you? Hello, hello. What's good, dude? How the heck do I insert this? This doesn't make sense to me. I really don't understand right now why this is the way it is. I have confusion. I have confusion. It's all fun and games until you barefoot a snail. I don't know. I've never barefoot a snail before, so that would be a first for me. Maybe. There we go. Now I got it in. Okay, much better. Now let's see him on that trail of D4 dice. That's like wishing nothing but harm on somebody. Hi, Faceless. Yeah, we're working on the MGEX Strike Freedom. Welcome in, dude. Hello, hello. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, we just got the waist in. Yippee. It was a lot easier after I took it apart, and now we need. I think I actually need the piece that I mistakenly cut off before. This B12. Maybe not. Maybe. Shit! It needs one of those yellow metallic or green metallic stickers that I messed up. Oh no! All right, we need B12. Chaotic, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much. All right, B12 and B13. We have those right here. Yeah, he was very weird though. In like a crunchy 20-year-old dude kind of way. Thank you for the head pat. I was in school, and like he was like part of. There was this group of guys that I knew when I was in school, where every single day at the start of school they would have a competition to see who could do the most handstand push-ups. And like, I don't know, is that a boy thing? Is that just like boys being boys? Like in college? Is that like a boys being boys thing? Because we would be in class and the boys would just be doing handstand push-ups and like seeing who could do the most of them. And I was like, oh, all right, guys. Like, okay. Because that seems like a very boys being boys kind of activity that like the girlies do not participate in. That is boys only right there. Let me tell you, girls do not do that. It's very silly. Bunch of muscle-headed weirdos. Yeah, exactly. I think you went to some podunk university. That ain't normal. Okay. As a male, I can confirm me and my friends did things like that. Well, I was friends with like the dudes that would do slacklining, which is, I know, like slacklining falls somewhere in the weird, like fun to do, but also like hippies like doing that. I was also, wow, this is a weird thing to admit. I was friends with the juggling crowd. Sorry, that's how I say the word. Juggling crowd in college. Not juggalo. That is not what I'm referring to. That is a very different thing. I was friends with the group of people that were really into juggling. Things like, you know, apples and swords and like orbs and all sorts of other things and doing circus tricks. Let me just tell you, weird crowd, very fun. Very fun. A lot of botany majors. Con! Hello! Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Raiders, welcome. Welcome. My name is Maki, also known as Kaiju Kanojo. Hi. Stinky Fox Raid. Oh my goodness. Wow, you guys can't just like come in here and stink up the place. That's so rude. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Aren't they cute? They're adorable. They're so shiny. I love them. We're talking about weird friends, weird people, like weird crowds that you hung out with in school. And I was just telling chat that I was friends with the juggling crowd, not to be confused with juggalos. Very different. The people I hung out with were into circus performance. So, yo, Cassena, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Also, Yeet Master, Faceless, thank you guys so much for the follows. Welcome in. You and your friends have banana outfits and you stuff like mix per workout, 5-hour energy and monster. That's insane. That's crazy. Yeah, juggling, like balancing on balls and juggling swords and weird things. And slacklining. Weird stuff. Also, Lucky the Vampire, thank you so much Kaz, thank you so much for gifting a sub. I appreciate it. Guys, ConCon is super, super cute. You guys should go check her out. She is awesome. She is very cute. She does stink. I will warn you, she is kind of smelly, but if you guys like smelly girls, you guys should go check her out. She's very cute. Can I juggle? You were with the emo kids. I can't juggle, but I used to do this thing. Have you guys ever heard of poi? Has anybody ever heard of something called poi? Your college allowed swords on campus? It was community college, okay? They allowed just about everything. Community college don't care. Poi, yeah, the Hawaiian food, not the Hawaiian food. The like balls on chains that you spin around and like dance with. That thing. That thing, the balls on chains that you spin around and dance with. I would light them on fire and do that. So I did fire poi, and I also did like fire fans where I would do like dances with the fans that were lit on fire. And I also had like a staff that on both ends you could light it on fire and you could do like really cool tricks with the staff while it was lit on fire. So I used to do that in college. Until I lit my hair on fire. And then it gave me a very terrible haircut. Also, I didn't have eyebrows. And so I shaved my head and I was bald for a really long time afterwards. But it was okay because I was like a little bald girl. And then I went to the wig store so that I could get a new wig so I could go to work without feeling really weird. And then the ladies at the wig store thought that I had cancer, and so they gave me a 75% discount, and I didn't tell them I didn't have cancer, that I just got a little bit too close to fire. So, there you go. There's your kaiju lore drop. Yeah, sometimes. Great story. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ben. I need to drink after that story. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna say no to a discount. If those old ladies thought I had cancer, then so be it. Like, no big deal. Somebody else is gonna have to record this for the wiki. I need to take a moment. I didn't even know we had a wiki, okay? I wasn't aware of the wiki's creation. I have no part of the wiki. Kaiju is a pyro head. Yeah, I used to be. And then I dated a guy who almost burnt our house down and burnt his boss's car down. And I decided to not play with fire anymore. So I play with fire anymore. Yeah, I just don't. I leave fire to the professionals. I don't even really do fireworks or anything. That's a bit much for me. We leave that to the pros. I have the most interesting dates. I try. How did he almost burn his boss's cars down? I need details. It wasn't almost, he did. There was no almost involved. He did burn his boss's car down and he got fired for it. Because the entire thing lit on fire. Tell you what, chat. Faceless, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, dude. Also, thank you for the alert, Con. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are building the MGEX Strike Freedom Gundam. Did he take a torch to it? Yes. But it wasn't malicious. He was just stupid. And like that's it. He was just very dumb. It's unfortunate. He was just dumb. And he took a torch to it. And you weren't supposed to. I think I cut a thing off on my guy that I wasn't supposed to, but it doesn't say do not snip. So I'm going to snip the other one so it's even. Because that's what we do. If we make a problem, we make it worse. Right? That's what you're supposed to do with Gundam. Stupidity is worse than maliciousness. Yeah! You were summoned by the mention of fire? Yeah! Okay. Here's the deal, chat. We have a 1-minute ad break coming up. After the ad break, I will tell you the story. So you have to stick around through the story of how my ex lit his boss's truck on fire. And then you get the story, okay? You have to stick it out through your 1-minute, 30-second ad on Twitch. That is all. RTSK FA05. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in, dude. Welcome. How are you? OSHA requires I come in here with a fire extinguisher. Good, because I don't own one and I feel like I need one, to be honest. I want a popcorn bucket emote. That's so cute. That's not fair. Why do other people have popcorn bucket emotes? I want one. All right, we need F, which is metallic gray. So it's not that. Metallic gray. This one! Possibly. This looks metallic gray. I should totally own one. I don't have a fire extinguisher. Do any of you guys have fire extinguishers? Just RTS? Ratis Kafa. Or RTS. RTS is good. I'm okay with just RTS, dude. Thank you. I do appreciate the follow. Welcome in, dude. We build Gundam on every channel on Mondays. So you can catch me live on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch every Monday building Gundams. Also, Atlas, thank you so much for the follow. And Fen, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. You don't anymore? Your baby brother gave you that nickname? Oh, that's cute. I like that. You once lit an oversaturated hauler light. I didn't think about all the gas fumes sitting at the bottom of the hauler. Neighbors from a quarter mile away came running to see what the giant fireball was about, toasted my eyebrows, and cooked the hair off my arms. I bet you stank for weeks. I bet you stank for weeks. He's 20 and I still carry the name. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Okay, we're gonna tell you the story about how my ex lit his boss's truck on fire. Yeah? You guys ready for it? He was a mechanic at a scrapyard. Yeah? So, he was a mechanic at a scrapyard, and essentially what they would do, I'm looking for, sorry, F118, which this is, over here is F1, so I'm looking for 18. 18, 16, 17, okay, here we go, 18 and 19. So, what they would do at the scrapyard, they would take old scrapyard car, sitting in like a scrapyard, and essentially anytime that like an auto shop needed a part, they would keep like an inventory of all the parts that were in these like junked cars, and they would just go pull them out of the old cars and deliver them for any like auto mechanics that wanted to buy used parts instead for like significantly cheaper. And so his whole job was he would take these used parts out of cars, put them in the back of his boss's truck, and drive them to whatever mechanic shop ordered it for the day. And there was one time that he was delivering an entire engine out of a car to an auto body shop. While he was driving, he hit the brakes, and the straps that were holding the engine into the back of the truck snapped and sent the engine literally rolling and smashing through the back window of the truck. And I mean, the entire window of the back of the truck was completely shattered. Like, this thing rolled and went through the window. The engine itself was still okay. Hi, Pip. How are you? Thank you for the check-in. The engine was still okay. So he still went through. He brought the engine to the auto shop, delivered it, whatever. Got back to his boss and was like, hey, man, like, I'm really, really sorry. Like, I don't know what happened. The straps just gave out. I wasn't expecting it. Like, I promise you, I tied everything up correctly. It snapped and it broke the windshield. And his boss was like, dude, I don't care. It's an F-150. We work in a scrapyard. Just like clean the glass up and then go get a glass out of a different window from a different truck and put it in the truck. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it, my man. And he was like, all right, cool, whew, easy, makes sense, can do. Here's the issue. He was standing in the bed of the truck, trying to clean out all of the glass. And he's like, he smashed all the big pieces out of it, but he's standing there and he's thinking, because he's not 100% sure how to get all of the tiny pieces that were glued in around the edges of the back windshield. And mind you, I think this man might have been one of the dumbest people on the face of existence. Thank you, Fennekin, for the follow. Welcome in. So he's standing in the bed of this truck, looking in, trying to figure out how to get all these tiny little bits and blades of glass out of the truck. And he's like, glass melts, doesn't it? So he got a blowtorch and stood in the bed of the truck and pointed the nozzle of the blowtorch towards the cloth interior of the truck with all of the cash in it from the day's deliveries, to attempt to melt the tiny pieces of glass that were left in the window from when he broke it. And he lit the truck on fire. Yeah. Yeah. He lit the truck on fire, guys. How did he think that? I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me how he thought that, because I don't have a clue where those thoughts came from. And as soon as he called me and told me that he had lost his job because he had lit his boss's truck on fire. Ghost Hellcat, thank you so much for the follow. I dumped him. I broke up with him on the phone. I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work out. That's burnt time, money, bridges, professional rapport. Yeah, he burnt everything. Yeah, relationship. Yeah, he lost his relationship out of that. Hatsuma, thank you so much for the check-in. How are you? Hello, hello. Sleepy Ryuk, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome in, dude. Yeah, shot bike or fire? Fire. Yeah, because fire never causes any problems. That would be crazy. Fire does nothing but help, right, guys? Right? That escalated quickly? Yeah. Literally. Literally. The engine must have given his brain a shockwave too. No, that was just kind of how he was as a human, unfortunately. There are people who are like that. Because it would have been one thing. Sup, Delta Gundam? What's good, dude? It would have been one thing, right? Like, if you know, he had he had just accidentally burnt his boss's truck down once. Your shadows, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. It would have been one thing if he had only burnt down his boss's truck once, but the issue is that it had happened in other occasions multiple times where he had almost burnt my apartment down on 2 separate occasions by turning on burners without checking to see if there was something sitting on the burner in the first place, and winding up lighting my appliances or groceries or miscellaneous things on fire. So, you're working on your Starscream Murasame? Oh, cool, dude! That's awesome! Yeah, so, it was crazy. Ain't no way! Multiple times! Multiple times! So, yeah, that was the breaking point for me when the boss's truck caught on fire, because I was like, ah! Yeah, this is a problem. I can't live like this anymore. Wow. More fire. Yeah, more fire, guys. Never enough fire. Which, like, I gotta say, I've proudly never accidentally lit anything on fire. You bring news from my colors. Look into the gloss paint from Gaia Color. I'll have to look into it. Thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate it, Ramshackle. Also, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you so much. As someone who lives in California, yeah, there's always fire, as long as it's not caused by your own doing. That's the important part. Also, Toast, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in, dude. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I need a sip. I'm thirsty. Hang on, chat. Ah, Shadow Wolf, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. You worked in auto parts for 2 decades. You've seen engines break out rear windows, delivery truck engines catch fire, and the shop air compressors jump out of the back of delivery trucks. I think that's pretty, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it happens. I don't really know much about, like, mechanic stuff. I know the basics of mechanics. Like, you know? I know the absolute basics. I can change a tire. I can change my own oil. I don't do it because it's messy and I live in an area where you're not allowed to do any work on your car. Which sucks. Like, the rules of the neighborhood that I live in specifically say you are not allowed to do work on your car. That is not allowed. They don't let you do it. It's against the rules, which is wild. Like, I live in a house and I'm not allowed to work on my car in the front driveway. But, like, whatever, man. It's fine. I wasn't gonna do it anyway, so... HOH? HOA. Yeah, I live in an HOA. HOA doesn't let you maintain your vehicle? Exactly. They're, like, very strict. Like, no, you can't change your oil in your driveway or do any sort of car maintenance. They don't even let you park on the street in front of your house. It's not allowed. They will tow it. Like, if you park on the street... Oh, this made me so mad, chat. This made me so mad. I have a very old lady for a next door neighbor, and I mean, this lady is like in her 90s. She is ancient. She is literally like Nosferatu walking. She is older than dirt. She has seen dinosaurs before. This is like the oldest woman I've ever encountered in my freaking life. And she was getting her roof replaced. And that is a lot of times it's a multiple day job where like they find 2 days with good weather First day, they take off the old roof. Second day, they put on the new roof. And so because they were doing roofing, she couldn't park in her driveway overnight. And they tried to fine her for parking on the street when her roof was being replaced. Like, she was literally in the process of replacing her roof and had to park on the street once, and they tried to fine her like $100 for doing it. And I'm like, that is... How can you do that? And B, like, what's wrong with you? Keyword is tried. She appealed it. Yeah, won the Karen Suburban HOA. It's ridiculous. I had to get my garage door replaced because, like, my original garage door was from, like, the 90s and it just stopped working. That's just wrong. Dude, Shadow Wolf, I agree. I had to get my garage door replaced because my original one was, like, from 1999 and it was not opening and closing the way that it was supposed to anymore. So I wound up having to replace the whole thing. But when I replaced it, I got it, everything's supposed to be beige. And I got a beige garage door. And I had just paid to have it installed. And I didn't have enough money to pay someone to come out and paint it. And I was like, whatever, it's beige. It's literally beige. It's gonna be fine until I can have someone come out and paint it. And someone came up with literal samples of the shades of beige that were allowed by my HOA and told me that my paint didn't match the exact shade of tan that it had to be. And they were fining me $100 a day until I got someone to come paint it. Yeah. Yeah. Literally the worst thing that I've ever had to deal with in my life. I was so mad. I was so mad. And not only that, but like, this was still during COVID-ish times. And so like, it was hard to get somebody to even come out and paint. And I was like, seriously, you can't fine me for not being able to find someone to come paint for a reasonable price. Like, fuck off. Fuck off. That was so dumb. I agree. To be fair, it's the HOA. When's the last I heard of the good idea come from them? There was an HOA that I lived in before this that wasn't that bad. The HOA, the only thing it charged was $50 a month, right? That's it. We paid like $50 a month to the HOA. They hired private security to drive the entire neighborhood 24 hours a day. At all times. There was private armed security that would drive the whole neighborhood, and if they saw anything suspicious or like anything like bad happening or going on, they would just like alert the police preemptively and just take care of it. So like that was nice. I appreciated that. Also, they had like a public park in the HOA that they maintained the entire public park, and they used the rest of the HOA funding to throw like festivals. They would throw like a big 4th of July party where they would have like free pumpkin carving for all of the kids in the whole neighborhood. They would hire live bands to come out to play. They would set up a parade. They would have like face painters available and like free snacks for people who live in the neighborhood and like all sorts of stuff. Like, it was really nice. Or 4th of July, sorry, not pumpkin carving, but like 4th of July live band. They would do Halloween pumpkin carving. Not 4th of July pumpkin carving. Halloween pumpkin carving. A big 4th of July event. Any like major holidays other than like family-oriented ones like Christmas and Thanksgiving, they would do like a big event, and it was really cool, and it was like all paid for by the HOA, which was really sick. Like, I really appreciated it. It was super nice. But where I live now, the HOA is run by like a I don't know what it's called. What's like a private company, like an investment firm, And so they are solely running it to make money off of it. And it's expensive. Yeah, they're like solely running to like make money off the private equity. Thank you, Hatsuma. Yeah, it's run by a private equity firm. The current HOA that I live in, and it sucks. And they just sold it. It was better before, but they like sold it to a new private equity company, and it's just like, it's terrible. They're obviously trying to make their money back by fining 70-year-old grandmas. Or, you know, literally trying to steal old ladies' money. Like, it's the only way I could describe it. Like, that's all I can think about it. HOA didn't pay for it. I paid for the HOA to pay for it. Yeah, but they didn't have to is the thing. They could have pocketed it, you know? And not dealt with it. And like another cool thing is we had like a full like sand volleyball court that was like walking distance. It was really cool. I liked it. Aren't I also the old lady? No, not yet. I don't think. I think I'm like MILF age. Like I'm solidly MILF age. I think. One's in chat? I don't even know if I want the answer for that one. I'm gonna be honest. I built Gunpla though, so. Hi, Tommy. How are you? Hello, hello. Can we get a shout out for Tommy, please? Keeper of the balls. I am the keeper of the balls. What's up, dude? Maki is my mommy, though. I shouldn't be trusted with motherhood to anybody, but I am that age. Yeah, I sound perfect. That's all you need. Well, thank you, Delta. I appreciate that. I am certainly not. The only thing in this world that is perfect is, honestly, it's gonna be a beer, a shower beer is the only thing that I could consider perfect in this world. A shower beer after working a really long, hard day. That is perfection. Nothing else is. Darcy Blue, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Also, Giovanni Collado, thank you so much for the follow. A shower beer? Yeah, shower beer. I'm at the age where endometriosis can strike anytime. It's good. It doesn't run in my family. I don't have to worry about it. Heck yeah. Thankfully, it's not something... If I had endometriosis, it would have happened a while ago. I am well past endometriosis age. Well past it. There we go. Now we can actually assemble this bad boy. Check him out. Look at that. Now we have like all the hips properly taken care of. Shower beer? What is that? You've never had a shower beer before, bro? Okay. One's in chat if you guys know what shower beers are. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's a couple of twos. Okay, so... do you guys know the concept where a beer tastes a lot better on a really, really hot, humid day that you've been like working and sweating, right? Like beers just taste significantly better when you've been working up a sweat, you know? Okay. Now imagine you could have the exact feeling of a beer on a really hot, humid day where you've been working up a sweat without dealing with the hot, humid working up a sweat. And that's where I introduced to you the wonderful concept of shower beer. If you turn the shower on really, really hot and you get it nice and humid in there and you go and you hop in the shower, the beer is extra cold. There's drink holder attachments to add to the shower wall too. Yeah, exactly. You can even get attachments. You could get, you know, like a waterproof case for your phone so that you can enjoy watching, you know, videos while you have your shower beer. It's like bath wine. Yeah, it's exactly bath wine. Exactly. Am I finding any of the gold plastic to have any kind of issues when I'm trimming them with their nippers? Yes, they're plated, and so there's areas where the gold wears off on the plates. So that's common though. That's normal for this kind of material. You just have to be really careful with it. Okay, we are going on to the next thing already. Holy moly. I am cruising, guys. We're already on the leg frames now. Heck yeah, dude. That's so exciting. Okay, I'm looking for G, which is supposed to be gold. Is this G? No, that's B. All right. G is gonna be like a non-metallic gold, so it's gonna be one of these bad boys. In Cali, that happens. Cali does get pretty humid. It doesn't get crazy humid where I'm at. It does sometimes, but usually not too often, thankfully. It really only gets humid when it rains, and it tends to rain in like a thick, hello, I am raining now. And it rains for like a week straight, and then it stops, and you're like, wow, that was very silly, but okay. You're like, you don't see the rain again for like several months, and you're like, I wonder where the rain went. We got all of the rain for 1 year in like 3 days, and it's done forever. It does cause problems though, because instead of having like a lot of pollen allergies, there's a lot of like dust allergies from it being freaking dusty all the time. I'm gonna have some more drink. But it's actually allergy season right now, which if you've noticed my throat is already getting a little bit sore, that is because it's allergy season and I am dying. Genuinely. My nose is raw, my throat is raw, my eyeballs are raw. I usually go every single week to go get allergy shots done. But I have been super struggling to be able, with tax season, I just wasn't able to make it to my allergy doctor while they were open. Because they're only open, why is it the doctor's offices when they're like, yes, you need to come in regularly to get this procedure done, and they're only open from like Monday through Friday. 3 days of the week they close at 5 p.m. and the other days of the week they close at noon. And that's it. And they're like, yeah, please come in once a week. And you're like, how? How do I come in? How do I see you? I have to take the day off of work to go there, and I can't take a day off of work every single week to come in. Hi, Ginger. This is an MGEX, is what it is. Forcefully? I know. I can't do that though, and I was so busy at work, I wasn't able to go. And now I've gotten so far behind that I would be starting from the beginning if I was doing the allergy shots, and it's just not worth it. So I'm done doing the allergy shots, but I need to start like taking my medications again, all of my crazy allergy meds, and I have not taken any today. So my throat is like done for. It's like, wow. Especially the specialists, yeah, they're never open on weekends. Like, even if it was just like once a month, can I have a Saturday, please? Like, I will take the one Saturday a month, please. Please, 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 please. There we go. Okay, so we're doing D11 next. These are interesting pieces. I like the details on these. They have like all of these like inlaid details of like wiring and like vents, and that's really cool, but this is the inner frame, so I don't even know if all of this detail is going to be visible by the time we actually get this bad boy assembled. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be. I'm pretty sure that all of this detail was put in here and nobody's going to be able to see it except for us while we're assembling it. And it's just going to be blank. There we go. It does look cool though. I do really like it. All right, we're going to sand off some of these carefully. As careful as we can. Do I have any family in medicine? My aunt is a nurse and she was able to give my mom her allergy shots. I do, but I don't have any family that lives near me. Yeah, I am flying solo, unfortunately. My my little brother, he doesn't live too far away, but we don't talk. We don't hang out, and he's definitely not in healthcare. So that's a no for that one. He's very silly. He's very, very silly. I've told stories about him before. I don't know what to think about him. Thoughts on peanut butter? Peanut butter's dope, dude. I love peanut butter. He's very like he refuses to own a computer. And I'm very online. He instead of paying his bills online like normal people, he goes to the post office and mails checks. GMs are Zaku's. I feel like he lives in the wrong generation, because you'd think, oh, her brother is like in his 50s. That's weird. I wonder why Kaiju has a brother that's in his 50s. No, he's younger than me. He's in his 20s. Snail mail in this day, age, and economy? Yeah, he's also a jerk. So Blind, the IRL mod that I live with, he works at Starbucks, because Starbucks pays for 100% of his tuition. And my little brother likes to go to Starbucks, but my little brother also owns a pickup truck. And he doesn't turn his old, like, 1990s diesel pickup truck. He leaves it running while he orders at the drive-thru. And for those of you who've never worked in a drive-thru before, let me just tell you that people who leave their diesel car running while they order in the drive-thru are the worst human beings on the face of the planet. They are literally the worst, okay? Everybody hates that guy. Everybody is like, wow, you're a dick, because it's like the most basic, like, respect for other people thing that you could do to make the people's lives easier that you're buying coffee from. He does also, I would not be surprised if he has rolled coal before. Yeah, I would not be surprised if he has also rolled coal before. And you piece all of these things together, and you're like, wow, what a weird guy. Like, is he compensating for something? And I don't know, because he's so gay. He is like one of the gayest homies that I've ever met, and that's not derogatory. Homeboy is gay. His boyfriend is the prettiest boy that I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, maybe he's got some deep-seated trauma and he's compensating for something, because, like, I don't know how to feel about any of this. It's wild. Diesel stinks? It does. Oh, yeah, maybe it's the I don't know, man. Does not compute. I know, right? It doesn't make any sense. Like, it literally goes against everything you would think, but yeah, it's wild. So we don't hang out very often. My description of my brother is literally one shot after another. That's how I feel, man. That's kind of how it is. I just don't interact with him super often because of it. I'm like, all right, man, you can be out there, do your own thing with your own life, and, like, it's fine. Do your thing, homie, I guess. All right, we're gonna clip all these together. I think this is how it's supposed to go. I think these are supposed to, like, line up on each side. I just don't, for the life of me, know. Oh, there we go. Yo, Red, thank you so much for the 4-month sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. Holy cow, dude. Thank you so much. How are you? Okay, we're gonna line these two up again. Easy peasy. Okay, then it's got K1 and K2, 13 and 13. It wants more of those metallic 3D stickers that I do not have because my cat wanted to get one last FU in. So, you got your Heavy Arms custom kit, that P-Band I had a couple of months back. You have a few other kits to work through before you get to it. Oh, heck yeah, dude! That's so exciting! That's so hype, my guy. I'm excited for you. Nice. All right, here we go. Perfect. All right, and then with this, we are going to get the nubs off really quick. Get that all nice and cleaned up. I'm always hesitant when the nubs like go into the back of other pieces that I'm going to accidentally cut off something that I'm not supposed to. I get a little bit anxious about it, but these ones I think are gonna be okay. These are like very obviously the nubs and not something I'm not supposed to cut. There we go. Which I still have a whole handful of broken Gundams of things that I have mistakenly cut the wrong piece off of. And I have not been able to finish them because I need to 3D print new pieces for it. But what do? I do not own a 3D printer. I have to convince a friend to 3D print them for me. Okay. This looks like it slides on over the top. Where the top of this piece goes on here somehow? Or is it upside down? No, it goes up like this. It goes up like this. Okay, we got this. Yeah. Oh, it slides in. Okay, I figured it out. Easy. It slides in. There we go. So thank you so much, Phantom. I appreciate it. Thank you. And that's a lot better. It's so shiny. I can't believe how shiny this kit is as a whole. That's crazy. Okay. What else do we got in here? We have B, which is that yellow gold again. We have B22 and 21 that we are both going to cut out. Oh! There's multiple. 22 and 21. Okay, so do this twice. Okay, I got this. I'm gonna be careful though. Welcome back from Agile, everybody! Welcome back. There we go. We're gonna start with just one of them, so that way I don't get confused. And then we will tackle the other one. I just want to make sure that I don't accidentally get these mixed up. Because I know me. And I would get really frustrated trying to insert them the wrong way. Finally working on the MGEX, I have been. The last couple of streams have been working on the MGEX. We've been making some good progress on it. I'm almost done with the inner frame. The only issue that I have that I've run into is my cat. Hang on, where are the stickers? I don't know where I put them. My cat chewed up all of the stickers and ruined them, and so I have no metallic stickers for the entire kit. And I don't know what to do about the situation. All of the tiny metallic colored like green and red details that are supposed to be on it, I can't do them. My cat ate them. It's the my cat ate my homework excuse. My cat literally ate all of the stickers, so I can't do any stickers. Which I guess is a good reason, like a good excuse to not do stickers at all. I have the best excuse. And I can't even be mad at her because she's not here anymore. What do you do? Okay, how do I insert this? So it looks like it gets inserted with, yes, this gold metal part. When in doubt, paint it out. I'm gonna have to paint it out, but I don't own any metallic paint markers. Fallen did just buy one off of my throne for red. I think he bought the red color for me. So now I'll have a red one. Buy custom water slides for the kit. I do still have some water slides though. I do. These are all the water slides. I just don't have the metallics. And it came with like a decent water slide sheet too, which is good. Yeah. This is a lot of water slides. Maybe if I order myself the metallic markers, I could order the custom water slides for the kit too while I'm at it. I seem cool. Take your air fryer. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Hello, Latu. Welcome in. I don't know what an air fryer is. I'm very new to streaming on TikTok, but I appreciate it. Your grade sickens me. Take it back. Okay, sure. You can have it back, I guess. I have an air fryer at home. You honestly never do water slides? They're too stressful. I like water slides better than stickers. I think it's just the way that you tackle them, you know? I think the biggest thing for me for water slides is I feel like I can always change the placement if I don't like where I put it. Versus stickers, you can really only do that so many times before the stick is gone or you rip it or whatever, you know? You're super limited on what you can do with stickers. Versus water slides, as long as you just keep getting it wet, you can keep moving it around, you know? That's literally the name of the game, is keep it wet and keep moving, I guess. But like move carefully and gently. Also, Ginger General, thank you so much for the check-in, and thank you for the hydrate, Mike. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're gonna sand this bad boy down. You've been building model kits for a while, but you still get stress marks. Any tips? Buy better nippers. That's it. Buy better nippers. Or nip further away. That's, yeah. Nip further away or buy better nippers. I use God hands. These are basically, here you go. These are the best of the best. These are literally like, if you want the best that money can buy, God hands are the way to go. And you want to buy them before the tariffs happen, because then they're going to be way too expensive. You do not want to purchase these after tariffs. They're already really pricey from import fees and costs. These cost like $40 US in Japan. You're going to buy them in the US for like $60+, and then if we add tariffs onto that, I could easily see these going up to $100, which is awful. You bought one that has a one-sided blade and the other side is flat? That's that's not what you want. No wonder you're getting stress marks. If one side is flat and like a one-sided blade, those are really difficult to use. You want ones where they're both really thin, and that's gonna give you the cleanest cut. And a lot of times you should use like those kind of, you haven't used it much? Yeah. These ones are good. I like these. These ones are not crazy thin. These ones are like a medium thickness. They come thinner than this. But even with these, because they are a little bit thicker, they're easier to use and you don't have to worry about breaking them. These are good. I like them. I don't really get I do get like some minimal stress marks, but it's not bad. They're super livable. There we go. We're gonna snap this one in piece too. You're talking about from before. Ah, okay. You have water slides, you just need to practice? Yeah, practicing is... As soon as you start practicing, it gets easier. Yeah. I was kind of forced to practice from when I got my first PG. And I got the third-party water slides pack for the PG Red Frame Astray. And so I was like, I sat down and I was like, all right, we're doing water slides. And I did water slides for like 4 hours straight. Nothing but water slides. I didn't talk to stream. I literally was like, okay, guys, here's what's happening. We are literally just gonna sit here in silence while I do water slides for 4 hours. And that was it. That was our whole stream for the day. I was like, you are gonna sit here and you're gonna watch me do water slides and nothing else. And we didn't talk to each other. And chat was pulling their collective hair out the entire time as I was figuring out how to do water slides. I started off the stream by watching a YouTube tutorial, being like, how do you do water slides? Because I had no clue. You hate water slides? One's in chat if you guys hate doing water slides. How about that? How about we get some ones in chat if you guys hate doing water slides? Wow. Okay. Okay, see? There's a handful of twos. Try dry transfers. I actually have some dry transfers. Not only do I have dry transfers, I have like those weird other transfers in this kit too. Like the metals things? What are they called? The foil transfers. That's it. I have foil transfers for this kit, and I have no idea how to do these. We're gonna learn how to do foil transfers together because these, yeah, this is gonna be intense. Yeah, foil, yeah, it's metal. It's like a sticky metal. I don't know, I've never used it before, so we're gonna figure out how to do it together when I get to it. All right, I need blue. I-8. And that's gonna be the bright blue. There we go. As in tin or aluminum? Yeah, it's like aluminum, I think. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. All right, here we go. These are gonna be tiny. I-8. I-8. Oh, there we go. Easy peasy. Okay, next one. Photo etch stickers. Is that what they're called? I don't know what the proper term for them is. But we also have I-8 over here. Easy. Okay, then it wants the light gray 30. Chachi! Hello! Oh my goodness! Welcome in, Raiders! Welcome, 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 welcome! My name is Maki, also known as Kaiju Kanojo. Thank you, Fake Nudes!
_074 for my sub gift.
Oh, thank you so much, Fake Nudes, for gifting Chachi a gift sub. I appreciate it. What's going on? We are building some gunpla tonight. We are working on the MGEX Strike Freedom. We're making some solid progress. We're already onto the legs, which can I just say I'm proud of myself? Am I allowed to pat myself on the back for this one? Because I feel really proud of myself for all the progress that we've made tonight. We've made some solid progress. But thank you again so much for the raid, you guys. Chachi is amazing. Tomorrow, after we do the watch party in the Discord server, Chachi and I are going to be sitting down and working on her new model. Yippee! We're gonna get her new model all set up and ready to use, and she's gonna look gorgeous, so you should go check her out. Let me get the other gray one here. Thank you again for the raid. What were you guys what were you doing? Not working on, what were you playing? You mean the one I got her? Yeah! That exact one, Bugatti. That exact one. Her and I are gonna be sitting down tomorrow after our watch party in Discord, and we're gonna be getting her model all set up for her and getting it all ready. Since I have a drawing tablet and everything, so I can edit her textures and make them all like custom for Chachi, because she only deserves the best and the prettiest model that looks different from all of the other models, because she's Chachi. XCOM 2 tonight was good until we lost two of our most power guys. Oh no! I'm so sorry. XCOM is like so hard when you're playing with chat, because like you get anxious and you want to keep the story moving, and so you fuck up the moves and you're like, oh no! Hi Blind, how are you? Everybody say hi Blind. Everybody go wave hi. He can't see you, but he can hear you through TTS. Hi Blind. Okay. How do I insert this? This doesn't make sense to me. This is I28. And it's... Oh, it was supposed to go in 30. Okay, wrong hole. Wrong hole. I figured it out. Wrong hole, guys. He's here! Yeah, everybody say hi, Blind. His vision is based on stinkiness. Chat can't hide from me. That's how he always knows where I am, guys. He can smell it. He can smell it. He knows. Hi, dude. How are you? How's D&D? I hope you had fun. I know Blind has also been on a break from D&D due to obvious reasons. Obvious reasons. Blind has been on break from D&D. And so I'm sure he's very happy to be able to go back and play D&D again. Which I'm glad too. It's good. It's good. Things are like slowly getting back to normal, which is nice. Do I have a favorite Gundam or mobile suit in general? I'm working on it. My favorite, well, this is my favorite Gundam. My favorite mobile suit is the Shamblo. So, that is my favorite mech of all time. If you took all of the mechs in the world and you lined them up together, it's the Shamblo. Which is, I feel like, the most based answer. Okay? You misread that as stickiness, and I was very concerned, as you should be. What's your guys' favorite mech? You like the Delta Plus? Ooh, that's a good one. I also like the Delta Plus. The Delta Plus is a cool mech. Alright. I can't quite figure out how this is supposed to go in the hole. Like, the hole exists, but I can't fit the pieces in the hole? And it was supposed to be I-18, and this is I, right? Yeah, I-18. And I cut out I-18. It's these little tiny pieces, right? There's multiple of them, and I cut one out. And it doesn't fit. What? Okay. God Gundam, EXS Gundam, Build Strike Gundam full package. You love the look of the Gundam Versago. That's an interesting one. Kiryu is my favorite mech of all time. That's a good answer. Me when Elizabeth. Hi, how are you? Noblesse Oblige from Armored Core 4. That's a cool one. You are allowed to pick a Zoid. They're mech. Destiny Gundam / Destiny Gundam Spec 2. That's a cool Gundam. I like that. Death Scythe. Death Scythe is a sick answer. We love the Death Scythe. You like the Guy one from Code Geass? You know what? I've watched Code Geass multiple times, but I've never watched the last 4 episodes of Code Geass. So I feel like I should fix that. I just never got around to it. If you had to say a Gundam, it would have to be the Unicorn Gundam or Zaku. Ooh, Zaku's cool. GPO1 / FB, nice. Telgeese Endless Waltz is so sick. It is. Liger Zero is also cool. Another one of mine obscure, but it's the GM Wagtail. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that is. That's crazy. I've never even heard of that one. Favorite mech. This is going to be a very niche reference. But if you ever had this game on the OG Xbox, you loved the Timberwolf from Mech Assault. That's cool. I like that answer. Favorite Gundam was from the OG series where they had the main character's love interest inside a Bio Gundam creation. That's crazy. What in the Evangelion? That's some Ava ass shit. That's some Ava ass shit if I've ever heard it. Also, how the hell am I supposed to... This doesn't make any sense to me. Fit the parts. Okay, so... Oh, I'm doing it wrong. So C first, which is C. That's B. This is G, I want to say. Are you G or C? Oh, this is C. Okay, so I need C28. 28, which is 2 of these. And we do this first, and then we start attempting to insert the tiny pieces into each other. And we see if they'll fit. And we do this whole, like, now kiss scenario. Holy shit! Anybody remember the Zaku Zaku show? No, I don't think I was old enough to remember the Zaku Zaku show. I need more drink. I don't remember that one. Wing Gundam Zero Endless Waltz version. Ooh, that was actually one of my very first model kits that I ever had. I got it for my birthday from Blind, like 6 years ago. So that was one of my very first ever model kits, and like one of the things that sparked me into liking Gunpla in general was getting that Endless Waltz. It was a really cool kit. Have I finished it? No. Has it been like in a somewhat state of like kind of complete but not quite complete for 6 years? Yeah. Am I gonna do anything about it? I don't know. Eventually, maybe. I'll think about it. I don't know, man. That's a lot of work. So, I'm trying to figure out how exactly does this insert. This goes face upwards. Ah, okay. Ah, I see. Now I understand. Now we got this. Now it's actually going in smoothly. So I was trying to slide it onto the wrong thing. It needs to slide onto the tip. Anyway, chat. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't even think about it. We're good. Chat. Don't. It's fine. Everything's fine. Did I cut out all the pieces that I needed? I did. But where are they? It's this one. The one with the wings. Little side wings. Perfect. Thank you so much for the coffee. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Have I watched the Chibi Gundam anime? I have not. I have not seen Chibi Gundam the anime. That's the SD Sengoku anime? No, I haven't seen that one. Your favorite Gundam is the Barbatos Lupus Rex with that slutty little waist and the freaky tail. Yep, that's a good one. The way Maki holds her coffee cup is so weird. It's not rigged 100% correctly, I'll have you know. We have a new model coming. I'll be able to hold drinks normally pretty soon. I'll be able to be a normal girl when it comes to holding drinks, and I'm very excited for it. It's gonna look good. They're gonna do a really good job. I only hold the coffee cups like that because I finagled it to work that way. You saw Maki vent? What did I vent about? Venting? That's sus. That's sus. Also, it won't go in, or it's gone in too far. And I don't know what I have done wrong. This seems incorrect because it is! Yippee! I did the whole thing wrong! I have to pop all of this off. Okay, so we are going to take this and slowly attempt to release it from its grip, because it is very grippy. Toasty being sus with hepatology terms? What event is a reptile term for a cloaca? What? I didn't know. Reptiles have cloacas? It was a muggus, not herpetology. Okay, yeah, I thought he was going for sus. You saw her vent? That's sus. She said something sus. You need that tool? Yes. Yes, everybody who builds Gundams needs this tool. I assure you. It is literally the best tool ever. Like, There is no more having to fight with my fingers to take things apart. Just use the part separator. It's so good. Okay, let's squeeze this one on. That's better. That's the way it's supposed to be. Much better. Okay, we slide this one on. Nice and tight. We get our tiny little blue guy on. Nice and tight. Way better! Look at that! Do I have a link to this tool? I do! In my Amazon storefront. I don't know where the link to my Amazon storefront is, but it is somewhere where you can pick out this tool. Or they sell it at USA Gundam Store as well. Yeah, you got fat fingers, you need all the help you can get. It's so nice. There's so many kits I want to get, but the wallet is unable. I feel that way. I don't like giving money to Bezos. That's why I don't like push people to look at my Amazon storefront. It's more or less is like a, hey, this is exactly what this piece is. Because USA Gundam Store sometimes has these in stock, but not always. Bandai doesn't carry things like this. So really, Amazon is kind of the only place to get something like this unless you're shopping at like a Gundam store in person, and even then it's hit or miss. It has to be like a really specialized Gundam store. They won't sell these at regular stores that sell Gundam. So, it's unfortunate, but sometimes you gotta go to Amazon. Even if you don't want to, even if you want to support local and be good, sometimes Amazon just holds you in its icy, icy grasp and you're sad about it. You know? Sometimes it just be like that. Yeah. You're so sad you missed an MG kit on Bandai? Oh, man. I hope they restock. Hopefully they come around and they restock it for you and they put it back. How many celebs go to space if Bezos doesn't get more money? Is he the one sending celebrities to space? I thought that was the other guy. I thought that was the other tech guy that was putting people and cars into space. Blue Origin? Oh yeah, I forgot he owned Blue Origin. That's crazy. You'd support local and you do, but the closest stores near you are hours away. Well, mine are hours away, but they're like 45 plus minutes away, and that might as well be hours away in this economy with gas prices. Might as well be. Alright guys, we are gonna get the heck out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you being here for my, like, comeback stream, more or less. Streams during the middle of this week are gonna be a little bit hit or miss. We are going to pick up Kibby from the vet for the last time on Thursday, I want to say, but I'm going to have a watch party in the Discord server. Yeah, no worries. Thank you, Delta. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm going to be doing a watch party in the Discord server. If you want to watch Gundam G-Quacks with people, we're going to have a watch party tomorrow where we're going to be watching the 2 new episodes that have come out so far of the new show together. So please join the Discord server. Yeah, it's a cool place to hang out. Otherwise, I will be back on Saturday. I'm going to be hanging out with Gadget and building some Gundams together, which is going to be really fun. We're looking forward to that. But thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody. What time tomorrow? It depends on where you live. But if you are in the Discord server, Master Build Gunpla, thank you for the follow. Here's the Discord server. There is an event calendar that will tell you exactly what time in your time zone, which makes everything so much better. We don't have to worry about it. We don't have to think about it. We don't have to do anything. But have you hit that little button and decide that you're gonna come hang out with us? It's usually pretty chill. It is a vibe. It is a very chill vibe. I am gonna get the heck out of here though. Have a good night, everybody. I'm sending you off over to Jacob, Because Jacob is building some Gundams tonight, and he is a very cool guy. You guys are going to enjoy him. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. I really appreciate you. Have an amazing rest of your evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.